Welcome to this lesson about key action number 4, how to leverage resources. My pastor, Stewart Farley, often asks people, what are you going to do with what you've got? Now with that thought in mind, think about this for a moment. A boy who doesn't take proper care of his bicycle today isn't likely to do much better with his Mercedes when he gets one now, is he? And let me ask you this. As someone who has been or will be responsible for someone else's resources, how can we be sure we'll properly handle more resources in the future? To be an effective and efficient planner and organizer, we must use available resources such as individuals, processes, departments, and tools to complete work efficiently and coordinate with internal and external partners. The best planners and organizers have learned to use what they already have and can be trusted with more resources when they're needed. That's what this lesson's all about, becoming better at leveraging resources. Do you often find that you need to accomplish more with less? To be trusted in the future with more, but still do a good job now with what you have, you must do the following. When you plan an assignment or project, look for opportunities to accomplish more with fewer resources without sacrificing quality. A resource is any person, place, or item required to perform a task. When obtaining resources, consider their cost, availability, or an individual's capacity or skill level. Your goal is to ensure that you have the appropriate quantity of resources, enough but not too many, and that the right resources are assigned to the right tasks and to the right people. Although higher quality resources often require larger investments, they might produce better results in less time. So remember, cheaper is not always better. In your guide, number 1, plan the allocation of resources. Resource planning involves obtaining all the people, materials, equipment, facilities, supplies, and the information required to perform each task in time to meet deadlines. Follow these steps to ensure that you have what you need when you need it. A. List the resources needed to complete each task and subtask. B. Determine the deadline for obtaining each resource. C. Determine the availability of each resource from your work group, internal partners, or outside suppliers. D. Place the orders or hire employees far enough in advance to meet deadlines for each task. Now, even though inventory generally should be kept at a just-in-time level, reordering materials before they run out is essential. Estimate how long materials will last based on past usage. Then, determine how much lead time is needed to order materials. Then mark these dates on your calendar as a reminder to place new orders. Looking at number 2 in your guide, make personnel assignments. Making personnel assignments involves deciding who will perform specific tasks and by when. When assigning tasks, consider each person's regular work hours, including holidays and vacations. Also, consider how much time each person can actually devote to a project or an assignment. To optimize personnel assignments, ask yourself these questions. In which areas is each person most skillful? Are people assigned to tasks that take advantage of their highest level skills? Are the most skilled personnel, your most efficient resources, assigned to the most important tasks? Is there any downtime when people could be handling other priorities? Does the assignment or project provide developmental opportunities for associates in your work area? Can you borrow resources from other departments? Does the assignment provide cross-training opportunities for associates from other areas? Is there more than one person responsible for the same task? In other words, is there unnecessary redundancy? Can you use temporary employees or contractors to avoid hiring new employees or overworking current employees? In your guide, let's look at number 3. Delegate your workload. You can't do everything yourself. If you delegate effectively, you can dramatically increase your productivity and have more time to spend on other priorities. Delegation also empowers others and provides learning opportunities. So identify the tasks on your to-do list that only you can do. Then, delegate tasks that others can do more quickly and effectively than you can. I know, letting go of some control can be very difficult, but it also has its rewards. Provide others with training and coaching that they need to tackle assignments successfully. The time you spend coaching and training will pay off because you will have dependable human resources for future projects. This is a time when you move from simply managing the work of others to empowering others. Let's look at the equipper's process for a couple of minutes. This is a 6-step process that, if used over time consistently, can take you to another level of leadership. The first step is a modeling role, where you say, I do it, while others observe. You model what you want others to do. You are the example. The second step is where you recruit others to do it. The third step is for you to do it with those you recruited. You'll notice most of the responsibility for the doing is on you at these stages, but we're about to make a shift. In step 3, you're the trainer, giving instruction, answering and asking questions about what they observe and teaching them. Now, they might help you some at this stage, but you are still responsible for the doing part. Like I said, it's about to change. Notice that step 4 now transfers most of the doing to the recruit. Here, you're now their coach, cheering and offering encouragement and guidance if needed. Step 5 now finds them doing it, and you're out of the way. You have shown them, told them, and let them do it with you, and now you let them do it themselves. Why? You have empowered them. Now, step 6 is a biggie. Somewhere in the modeling, recruiting, training, coaching, and empowering process, you should have let the other person know that you picked them because you believe they can do what you're asking and would repeat the process of equipping with someone else. This 6-step process that I just shared with you is a leadership function. But for now, let's get back to the managing function of key number 4 and wind down this lesson on how to leverage resources best. Look at number 4 in your guide. Look for opportunities to reduce material and equipment costs. Remember what Pastor Stewart asked? What are you going to do with what you got? When analyzing material and equipment needs, consider reallocating existing resources. You can save your organization significant costs by using what's currently available and not currently in use. When comparing costs, make sure the savings you discover are real savings. An alternative source might charge less per item, but actually charge more for shipping. Now, cost should not be the only criterion for choosing a source. Consider time, product quality, and client satisfaction. Number 5, streamline or standardize processes. Communicate new practices and processes to others in the organization and use them consistently in future projects or assignments. Now that wraps up key number 4. I'll meet you in the next lesson for key number 5, staying focused.